Class 3 Rules of Active and Passive Voice. While changing active voice into passive voice, the subject of active voice is moved into the position of object preceded by the preposition by, and the object in active voice is moved into the position of the subject. In other words, the places of subject and object in a sentences are interchanged in passive voice. Here are some important rules to consider. Rule 1. Check to see if the active sentences contain a direct object. If there is no direct object, then the formation of passive voice is not possible. If there is a direct object in the active sentence, then the formation of passive voice is possible. Move the object of the active voice into the position of the subject in the passive voice. And move the subject of the active voice into the position of the object in the passive voice. Rule 2. Passive voice needs a helping verb to express the action. Put the helping verb in the same tense as the original active sentence. The main verb of the active voice is always changed into past participle in different ways. Check Class 4 to understand better this. Note, auxiliary verbs in passive voice are used according to the tense of the sentence. The verb to be indicates the tense, and the past participle indicates the action. Rule 3. Place the active sentence's subject into a phrase beginning with the preposition by. In other words, the person or thing that makes the action is introduced by the preposition by in the passive. For example, in active voice would be I finished the work, in passive voice would be the work was finished by me. Sometimes, other prepositions like at, in, with, for are used instead of by. Rule 4. If the subject in an active voice sentences is a pronoun like I, we, you, she, he, they, it changes in passive voice as follows. I is changed into me. You remains unchanged. He is changed into him. She is changed into her. It remains unchanged. We is changed into us. And they is changed into them. And is the object in active voice sentences is a pronoun like me, us, you, him, her, they. It changes to personal pronouns. For example, he sent a message to me. I was sent a message by him. Rule 5. Subject-verb agreement. Make the first verb agree with the new subject in passive voice. For example, he threw the ball. In passive would be, the balls were thrown by him. And finally Rule 6. When there are two objects, such as direct and indirect object, only one object is interchanged. The second object remains unchanged. For example, she gave me a laptop. On this sentences, the subject is she, the verb is gave, the indirect object is me, and the direct object is laptop. Changed into passive could be, a laptop was given to me by her, or I was given a laptop by her. Now, there are some situations where formation of passive voice is not possible. 1. Tenses. In tenses such as present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous, future continuous tense and future perfect continuous. Check Class 4, Unit 2 to better understand. 2. Intransitive verbs. Only the verb which takes a direct object can go into the passive. Intransitive verbs can't be changed into passive voice because there is no object in intransitive verbs. 3. Stative verbs. Stative verbs are verbs that refer to states instead of actions. They're generally not used in passive voice. So this is the end of this video class. Remember to watch all the videos to have a better understanding of active and passive voice. See you on next.